Hey, honey?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey everybody, welcome to another Geeky Grind. This is another one of our bonus index episodes. Granted, I'm still numbering them like every other episode of the Geeky Grind. So, yeah, bear with me. We've got Ad Mech Index today. So let's dive in. Again, I'll only be talking about the data sheets that for the minis I actually own. I might touch upon some of the ones that I'm like, ooh, I've been wanting to get this for a while, like I did with the Knights. But I'm going to try to focus just to what I've got in my collection. And this is my thoughts on what I've got. And what I've got is pretty generic. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there, if you've got Ad Mech, you've got all the same minis I've got. So what do we have? The abilities of the Ad Mech are Doctrina Imperatives. At the start of the battle round, you can select one of the Doctrina Imperatives below. Until the end of the battle round, that Doctrina Imperative is active for your army, and all units from your army have that Doctrina Imperative ability. Gain the relevant abilities shown below. So you have the Protector Initiative, and you have the Conqueror Initiative. These are the two different switches. So Protector, range weapons equipped by this model have the Heavy ability, which means if you stay stationary, you get to get +1 to hit. Each time a ranged attack targets this unit, if the unit is within your deployment zone, worsen the armor penetration of that attack by 1. So basically gives them Armor of Contempt, the old 9th edition Armor of Contempt, if they're still in their deployment zone. That's good. Be able to turtle up on turn 1, take some shots if they've moved out to try to shoot you. I like that. Conqueror Imperative. Ranged weapons equipped by models in this unit have the Assault ability. So this is when you want to run up into their face. And each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack, if the target of that attack is within your opponent's deployment zone, improve the armor penetration by 1. So basically, you can either choose to play D or you can choose to play offense. And as they say in Canada, the best offense is the best defense is a good offense, eh? So, pretty sure, unless I'm going second, I might be in Conqueror for a while. So the detachment is the Rad Cohort. Rad Cohort. If your army is Ad Mech, stuff. Okay, so Rad Bombardment. Battle round 1 is Bombardment. At the start of the first battle round, for each enemy unit within your opponent's deployment zone, your opponent must decide whether that unit will take cover or stand firm. If the unit takes cover until the end of the battle round, that unit is battle shocked. If this unit stands firm, roll 1d6 for that unit, and on a 3+, that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. So it's like, either you can let me wound all of your dudes, or you can all be battle shocked. And you can't do any strats on turn 1. This is definitely going to put your opponent into the tank and eat up some clock. Battle round 2 forward, you have the Fallout at the start of the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th battle rounds. Roll 1d6 for each enemy unit within your opponent's deployment zone. On a 3+, take a mortal. I like that. I like that a lot. Like, that ability is I know Ad Mech is basically trash tier competitively right now, but it's kind of cool with their whole thing of like, what are you doing? It's like we're going to orbital bomb you from turn 1. You're either going to be battle shocked or you're going to take some mortals. And then as long as you stay in your deployment zone, you're going to take mortals 50% of all the turns. Yeah. I mean, law of averages, it's going to end up being like a 3+. 3+? That's guaranteeing like at least if you if they take the D3, if they stand firm, and you actually get the D3 immortals, you pretty much guarantee like 4 mortals for any unit that they have that just stands in the their deployment zone. Their backline objective holders are going to take 4 mortals on average. That's really good. All right, so stratagems. We got Battlefield Halo. Use this during the fight phase after an enemy unit has selected its targets. So if one of your non-vehicle units was selected as a target of the attack, you get to put the stratagem on them. And until the end of turn, each time an attack is made that targets your unit, subtract 1 from the wound roll. Not bad. Lethal Dose is the next one. This one costs 2 CP. Use it in your shooting phase. Right before one of your Ad Mech units is about to shoot, the effect until the end of phase. Each time a model in your unit makes a ranged attack that targets an enemy unit, non-vehicle, add 1 to the wound roll. So you got a little defensive one to subtract 1 from taking a wound and add 1 to dealing a wound. Okay. Extinction order. Command phase. 1 tech priest model from your army and 1 objective marker within 24 inches of that model. Roll a d6 for each enemy unit within range of the objective marker on a 4+ to suffer mortal wound and must take a battle shock test. That's cute. That's awesome. That's like, hey, look, you just... Okay, so you had that unit not be battle shocked. They took a D3 mortals. They ran out. They grabbed this objective marker. Boom. Take another mortal. Tasty. Aggressor imperative. Your charge phase. 1 Skitarii unit from your army that advanced this turn. Until the end of turn, the unit is eligible to declare a charge, even though it advanced this turn. Advance a charge! Advance a charge! Restrictions. You cannot use this stratagem if the Conqueror imperative is active for your army. You can only use this. Okay. So that means they're going to be able to run out, shoot, charge, do all the cool stuff. They're going to get extra AP on their weapons. Yep. Loving that. Only 1 CP. Alright, next up we got Vengeful Fallout. Your opponent's shooting phase after an enemy unit has resolved its attacks. 1 Ad Mech from your unit that was selected as the target of 1 or more of those attacks. Unit can shoot as if you're shooting phase, but it must also only target the enemy unit when doing so. Okay, so basically if one of your units gets shot up by one of your opponent's units, then basically they can just return fire. And after the unit is finished making those attacks, it's not eligible to shoot again this turn, so you can't just be like, oh, pop this for 1 CP. Oh, I got shot at. Oh, okay, let's shoot back. Alright, getting shot at again. No, can't do it. Bulwark imperative. Opponent's shooting phase just after an enemy unit has selected its targets. 1 Skitarii unit from your army that was selected as a target 1 or more of the enemy's unit's attacks. Get a 4+ invulnerable save. And can only use this if the protector... So this is your strat to improve your protector imperative. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's actually kind of a cool thing. Like, you could stack these two together. They're going to shoot at your Skitarii unit, and you're like, 4+ invulnerable? Okay. Fire back. 2 CP. Good little combo. Especially if you got a good amount of guns to fire with it. So now we got the enhancements. These are the war gear and relic upgrades. Archive Purge protocols. Skitarii Marshal only. At the start of the battle round, you can select 1 friendly Skitarii unit within 12 inches of the bearer. Until the start of the next battle round, they get both Imperative and Conqueror. They get both the Protector and the Conqueror. They get both imperatives. That's cool. Extorting Emanation. Excoriating Emanation. Okay, so it's got like radioactive fog. Ad Mech model only while the bearer is leading the unit. The models in that unit have the stealth ability. Nice. Omni Sterilizer. Ad Mech model only. Add 3 and 3 to the attacks characteristics of the bearer's ranged weapons. In addition, the bearer's ranged weapons have the anti-infantry 2+ and anti-monster 4+ abilities. Nice, 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 nice. I saw that being very, very, very nasty in the Death Watch Codex, giving something that. But 3 extra attacks. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's especially if you got an Ad Mech character that's got a lot of ranged weapons. Master Annihilator. Ad Mech only bearers leading unit ranged weapons equipped by models in that unit have the sustained hits 1. So yeah, just a little way to get yourself some extra sustained hits. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, now we're going into the actual data sheets. I do not have any archicopters, so we're going to skip archicopters. Skipping copters, skipping copters, skipping copters, skipping copters. Really should get some, but the restrictions in 10th and 9th were both like, can't have 2 call. I don't have a call. I need to get one of him. I don't have any Electro Priest. Well, okay. Data Smith, don't have any of him. No Castellan Robots. No Electro Priest. Alright, Iron Strider Ballistari. I do have one of these. Let's look at what they've got. The autocannons. I don't think mine's equipped with autocannons. Mine's equipped with the las cannons. So it's got sustained hits 1, twin linked, 1 attack. I think I kitted up my guide wrong. 4+ ballistic skill, strength 12, so I can wound a knight on a 4. AP -3, damage D6 +1. Oh yeah, it's las cannon. D6 +1 for as the signature las thing. And if I get a 6, I get an extra hit. Kind of wish I went with the auto guns. I think I've got one of these. I do want to get more, so I'm probably going to kit out a few with auto guns. Melee attacks with its feet. I love the fact that they actually named like all their melee attacks. It's just not like, you know, rifle butt, or just like slap, 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 slap. Deadly demise 1, so it's going to deal 1 damage to everything around it when it blows up. Elevated Strider, this unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge in the turn in which it fell back. You can reroll desperate escape attempts. Ooh, nice. That's kind of cool. It's good up on the legs, so it's a little easier to run around stuff. Broad spectrum data tether. Each time you select this unit as the target of a stratagem, roll D6 on a 5+, you gain 1 CP. So you can refund some CP when you target this. How many can I take in a squad? 1, 2, 3. So definitely going to get me. I got 1 right now. I think I might try to get myself about 5 more chicken walkers. Find breachers. Don't have breachers. Do not have breachers. Do have destroyers. Flamer, Norse cover, torrent, grav cannon, anti-vehicle. I did rig up one of them with a grav cannon. The other ones have the plasma cavaliers, so I do have some options for shots. They've got movement 5, not the best in the world. T6, that's pretty good. 3+ save, 3 wounds. Leadership 7, object control 1. The army, yeah, this does have like a 6+ because they're bionics. They got 6+ invuln across the board. Their special ability is Sentinel Directives. Each time you target this unit with the Fire Overwatch stratagem, hits are scored on unmodified 5+. 5+ Overwatch. Iron Hands used to have 5+ Overwatch so much against me. It's kind of nice to actually have a little bit of that myself. Take them in squads of 3 to 6. I got 3. Might pick up a few more so I can kit out and have the squad of heavy grab cannons and have a squad of plasmas. So just to balance everything out. Doomcrawler. I actually got 2 of these. Cause heavy stubbers got, so this is basically the same thing as the Imperial Knights have, except theirs have sustained hits 1, and no AP. Daedalus missile launchers, anti-fly, Eradication Beamer, I believe that's what I've got one of mine kitted up with. Blast, sustain hits, D3. Nice stats. I've got the Icarus Array, anti-fly, twin-linked. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. You get the Doctrina Imperatives. They got Doomcrawl. This model can be moved or terrain features, which are 4 inches or less. Ooh, nice, because it's got the little spiderly legs. That's cool. War gear abilities. If it's got a broad spectrum data tether, each time you select the bearer as the target of a stratagem, you get to 5 up, get to ignore, or get refunded. You can also put smoke launchers on it. Degrades when it's got 4 or less wounds. Not bad at all. And you can swap. You can either pick the data tether or the smoke launchers. Taraxi, I don't have any of these. I wish it did. Kind of cool to have some friggin' flyers. Raiders, I need to get some raiders. Suffer hands, need to get some of those too. I need I need a lot out of this army. Servitors don't have any of those. Sakaran infiltrators do have, I believe, I've got 2. No, I got 1 unit of these. They've got infiltrators and stealth as their core abilities. So that means you can set them up on the board, and they also can't be shot if they're more than 12 inches away. Neurostatic interference is their aura ability. While an enemy unit is within 6, each time a battle shock or leadership test is taken for it, subtract 1 from the test. While this unit is within 6 inches of 1 or more friendly adeptus mechanic, this battle line unit, subtract 2 from that test instead. Friend, chef's kiss. Oh, love that. So it looks like definitely Ad Mech's got some abilities to play with battle shock and everything. The Rust Stalkers get their optimized gate, add 1 to advance and charge rolls made for this unit. While it's within 6 inches or more of a battle line unit, you get to add 2 to its advance and charge rolls. That's pretty good. I have them hanging out with some troops. I've got one squad that's equipped with blades and goreclaw, and I got one squad that's equipped with blades, and I got the other squad is equipped with the razor and goreclaw. So it's set up that way. I just was like, I want to do it this way, so I got both the options. These are pretty cool. Devastating wounds and precision. So transonic blades. This is a unit you want to go after characters with. Transonic blade gore. You got anti-infantry 3+, devastating wounds, precision. Oof. And then you got razor and goreclaw. That is anti-infantry 3+ and precision. It's good. I love these. These things are gonna chew through some stuff. Yeah, you have to take 1 precepts and either 4 or 9 Rust Stalkers. So it's all good. Skitarii Marshal. Stat line hasn't really changed since the last edition, so still got that 4-up save. It's got 3 wounds. They're T3, 6-inch move, but he has Control Edict. While this model is leading unit, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, you can reroll the hit roll. And Surface Skull Uplink. Once per turn, you can select this model's unit for a stratagem, even if that stratagem has already been used on another unit from your army this phase. Nice. War Gear, you can have the Control Stave. The bearer's unit can be selected as the target of a stratagem while battle shocked. Nice. A little anti-battle shock tech. His invuln's a 5+, because he's not just like a basic dude. Armed with a devastating wound pistol. Only got 1 shot. And he's got the Control Stave for his attacks. So, it's alright. Just being able to use more stratagems is cool. Rangers! These are my favorite looking Ad Mech mini. I love it. It's like robot Jawas, freaky little hooded people. Amazing. I love the sculpt for their heads. Stats really haven't changed all that much. Yeah, they got the arc rifle, anti-vehicle, 4+ devastating wounds, rapid fire 1, only 1 shot, but you know, it could get there. I mean, a 6 ends up being like a 6 to hit ends up being 2 auto wounds against a vehicle, and that I believe translates over to devastating wounds. So, yeah. Galvanic rifles, amazingly have lost the heavy keyword. They only get it. Plasma Cavalier. Those are still looking good. The arquebus has the heavy and precision. Yes! Yes, we have long-range snipers in this game. That is awesome. You're only going to get 1 shot with them, but they will deal a D3 damage if you're able to get in there and wound a character. Yeah, either an alpha combat weapon, and some got the close combat weapon. They should really just call it rifle butts. Their ability is objective scouted. At the end of your command phase, this unit was in range of an objective marker you control. That objective marker remains under your control. Sticky objective! Nice! Really happy I've got like a bunch of these. I think I got 3. I think I got 3 of these, and then I got like probably 2 of the vanguards. And you can take either an enhanced data tether or omni specs with these guys. Data tether, again, it's the war gear that lets you refund a CP on a 5+. Omni spec, range weapons, have ignores cover. Amazing! Amazing! And sadly, they can only be taken in squads of 10 now. Ugh. But you do get to have 1 of each of the special weapons. But you're still limited to only taking 1 of the data tether or the omni specs. And the marshal can lead the rangers, or he can lead the vanguard. So he's got those, or he's got these, and they've got basically the same. They've got the same war gear options, same stats. It's really the rad saturation aura. It's really the difference between them. Yeah, their war gear's the same, their invol's the same. The rad saturation aura, when an enemy unit, excluding vehicles, is within 3 inches, subtract 1 from their objective control characteristic of that unit. That is really good. This is going to make this the unit you want to have go out to contest objectives, because if you're going and contesting against something that's OBSEC 1, that means they're OBSEC 0, which means you just have to have 1 dude on that objective, and you have it. Love that. Love that a lot. Still only squad 9. Disintegrator, do not own any disintegrators. Moving on. Dune Rider, don't own any Dune Riders. Dragoons, don't own any Dragoons. Tech Priest Dominus, I own 3 of these. I bought like 3 of the start collecting, of the original start collecting, not the combat patrol, the start collecting box. I was really into Ad Mech when I first got into this in 9th edition. So he's got the Eradication Ray. You can either dissipate it or focus it. Focused ends up being more AP, more damage, and less range. So, microstubber pistol, 5 shots. 5-shot pistol. That is good. Phosphorus Subtita, ignores cover, 1 shot. Not bad. Volkite Blaster. Yeah, you get to choose between a few of these different weapons. You know, I actually think that this is definitely the one that you want to give the upgrade where it gets extra 3 attacks to each of its ranged weapons. Omnicide Axe, 4 attacks, strength 6, AP -2, damage 2, it's just an axe. He is a leader, so we'll look at what he can lead soon. His ability is Lord of the Machine Cult. While this model is leading a unit, models in that unit have a 5-up Feel No Pain. That unit has the Electro Police keyword. Models in that unit have a 4-up Feel No Pain. Nice. Data spike at the end of the fight phase. You can select one enemy vehicle within engagement range of this model's unit and roll a d6 on a 4+. That enemy unit suffers d6 mortal wounds until the end of the phase. The weapon skill characteristics of melee weapons equipped by that enemy unit are worsened by 1. Start the fight. Oh, so basically if you tag into a vehicle with this guy on a 4+, you can basically just like and scramble its systems and make it actually attack worse. That's good. 5-up invuln save, not bad. It does not get the yeah, hang on. Yeah, it does not. Does it get the faction? No, it does not. Okay, they don't get the faction. Only the Skitari units get the faction keyword, which is a really ish kind of thing for this. Yeah, the Micro Subver can replace with the Septura. Volkite Blaster can replace with the Eradication Ray. It can lead Electro Priest, Breachers, Destroyers, Rangers, or Vanguard. So, okay, so I don't have to worry. I don't have the problem I have with Space Marines of having, you know, mismatched leaders and units. So, that's good. Tech Priest Engine Seer, do have one of these guys. So I got the all but the vehicle for the combat patrol in the Imperium magazines. So Engine Seer, this model has been 3 inches, one or more friendly Mechanicus vehicles, unless it's leading a unit. It has lone operative ability, so it can basically like, my unit got shot, I'm just gonna hang out next to the truck. Undersized Blessing in your command phase, select one friendly Mechanicus model within 3 inches of this model. That model gains up to D3 lost wounds, and if it's a vehicle, until the start of your next command phase, that model has a 4-up invuln save. Each model can only be selected once per command phase. So you get to heal, and then give a 4-up invuln. Awesome. Vengeance the Omnicide. If a friendly Adeptus Mechanical vehicle is destroyed within 12 inches of this model, until the end of the battle, the Omnicide Axe characteristic becomes 6. Goes from 3 attacks to 6 attacks because you broke his toy. You smashed my Tonka truck, now I smash you! Nice. 4-up invuln save. Amazing. This guy can lead Electro Priest, Breachers, Destroyers, Servitors, Ranger, or Vanguard. He can go with my Rangers. I might actually put him with my Destroyers. Tech Priest Manipulus. Got one of these because I bought into Kill Team heavily in the first edition. Manrail Lance, 36-inch range, only one attack. Good stats otherwise. Transonic Cannon, devastating wounds, torrent, 12-inch. D6, so it's just a 2 damage flamer. Omnicide Staff. Alright, not bad. Okay, Galvanic Field. Well, this model is leading a unit. Weapons equipped with that unit have the lethal hits ability, so crits to hit, auto wound. Defend the Divine Work. Once per battle at the start of any phase, this model can use the ability if it does. Until the end of that phase, all models in that unit have a 4+ invulnerable save. Nice. Nice. So once per battle, you can basically just pop and give that unit 4+ invuln. And Electro Priest, Breachers, Destroyers, Rangers, Vanguard. Yep. Techno Archaeologist. I want this guy because he Seekers of the Divine Arcana. While this model is leading a unit, add 1 to the objective's control characteristics. So you get a better objective control and cognitive instincts. Enemy units that are set up on the battlefield as reinforcements cannot be set up within 12 inches of this model. Which means they can't even like charge you with this guy. That is cool. Yeah, I need one. I want one. And that's the end of the list. Alright, so yeah, I know, I don't have as much of the Ad Mech as I do. I got a lot of their key core units, a lot of their troops, some of the, like the chicken walkers, those were definitely meta in the last edition. But, I know everybody's saying that they're trash, but they seem cool, and I wanna play a bit with this army. I want to have some fun with it. So I'm gonna hold my judgment until we actually see what all happens. Maybe when their codex comes out, they'll actually jump up and they'll get hit by that codex creep, and we'll see some really cool options out of Ad Mech. But until then, I'll definitely have some fun playing them on the tabletop in some friendly games. But I gotta get going. I got one last of these to record, and I will be through all of my armies. I got the Necrons, and once I cover those, then we don't have to worry about anything else. No more indexes, no more spamming all of these things. They'll roll the codexes out slow so I can cover those over the course of the time when they're coming out. So let's I'll see you next time for Necrons. Peace.
Hey everybody, thanks for staying till the end of the episode. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Facebook at Board Barista Productions. And if you want to support us, Patreon link at the bottom.